Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about the three most common things that collapse a real estate deal. What I mean by that is when you're out there shopping for your new home, you're going to find a couple that make sense for you, you're going to put an offer in, and eventually you'll get that offer accepted. And that offer is going to have conditions to it. It's going to be contingent on a couple of things happening before you move forward. Those are home inspection, securing your financing, getting an insurance quote, getting legal advice on the title and the contract, and reviewing the city file, among a few others. Now, the three most common ones of those that collapse a deal are inspection, financing, and strata document review. Today we're going to talk about all three. So the first one we're going to talk about is the home inspection. A lot of people think that a home inspection is a pass or a fail, and it simply isn't. A home inspection is designed to give you all of the information about that property that you could ever need, where the water shutoff is, how much insulation's in the attic, and any issues that that inspector can possibly find. If the tub diverter doesn't work, if there's missing grout, burnt out light bulbs, you name it, it's going to be in the report. What that means is inspection reports are long, and they are always long. Whether it's a brand new build or an old 50-year-old house, it's going to have a big inspection report. That's not uncommon. The things that are uncommon would be mold in an attic, a shifting foundation, old wiring that could cause a fire hazard. Those are the types of things that we're looking for with home inspections, and those don't have to collapse the deal. There's often creative solutions that we can come up with that can still get you into the property that you want, but make sure that it's safe and make sure that the value exchange stays much the same. However, there are some people out there that simply can't take on that risk, and that's okay too. That's why we have these conditions, so that you can make sure that you're comfortable and confident that the home you're buying is the right one for you. The next thing that collapses deals is financing. A lot of people think that because they have a financing pre-approval, they don't need a subject to financing in their offer, and that's not true. You do still need the financing condition because there's basically two things at play here. There's you as the applicant, and then there's the property itself. And because the bank is loaning a lot of money with that property as collateral, they're going to want to do their own due diligence on that property too. So the biggest one that they're going to do is an appraisal to make sure that the value of the contract matches the value of the home. Those often come back in line with the purchase price. However, every once in a while they don't. And again, this is where it's my job to quarterback figuring out who we can talk to and how we can make sure that this property still makes sense for you to buy. And again, if we can't secure the financing, you're not obligated to move forward. You don't pay a deposit. But my job is to make sure that if you still want this home, we're going to exhaust every avenue possible to make sure we can still get you into it. The last thing that collapses deals is strata document review. Strata documents apply to, you guessed it, strata properties, townhouses and apartments. Now, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes are technically still strata. However, because they're under 5 units, they're not actually obligated to keep meeting minutes or have budgets or financials to provide to us, and they often don't. But if you're buying a strata that has more than 5 units, these documents have to be available because they're legislated by law that they must maintain this certain documentation so that we can review it as a buyer. So when you have an offer on a strata property, we're going to put together a package that you get to review. It's going to have 2 years of meeting minutes, budgets, financials, an insurance certificate for the building, and a form called a Form B. Now this Form B is specific to the unit that you're buying, and it's going to lay out stuff that we really want to confirm, such as what is the parking stall and where is it? Does it have a storage locker that comes with it? What's the monthly strata fee? And are there any proposed bylaw amendments coming down the pipe? All of this stuff is stuff that's going to affect your ownership, and it's stuff that we need to make sure we review in order to make sure you're comfortable buying the property. Now, sometimes we'll go through a strata document and we'll see that the strata may not be as well run as we'd hoped. And this is where, again, my job is to quarterback this and ask the questions, get the answers, and make sure that at the end of the day, you're comfortable and confident that you're buying the right property for you. And if you're not, let's go find something else that makes more sense for you. So those are the three things that most often will collapse a real estate deal. And again, my job is to quarterback all of this process and make sure that we're getting you connected with the right professionals, getting you all the answers that you need so that you're either comfortable and happy moving forward with the property that you picked or finding you a property that's going to make more sense for you. I hope you found this useful, and I'm looking forward to giving you more content in the future.